Hello, friendos and bendos. It's me, Z, and welcome to a tier list video. Another tier list. I love tier lists. Yay! Anyway, so Superman is coming out next week at the time of recording this video, and I decided to watch all the DCEU movies that I haven't watched yet, and then rank all the DCEU on a tier list. The only movie on this list that I haven't finished watching is Zack Snyder's Justice League. I was gonna watch it for this movie, and I went like 40 minutes in, and then I got bored, and I was like, I don't want to watch it anymore. So I'm gonna be ranking every other movie and season 1 of Peacemaker. So let's get started. We have tiers S to F, though I have free reign to add more tiers as well as we go through. So starting off with Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a movie that makes me feel nothing. Man of Steel is going in E tier. E tier because it makes me feel no emotion whatsoever. I watch Man of Steel and I think to myself, wow, that was a void. Nothing of note happened in that movie, and I felt nothing, and I want to move on with my life. It's like time like skipped when I watched Man of Steel. It's like I put it on and it was 2 hours later and I was like, oh, I guess I watched a movie. I guess I did. The only good thing about Man of Steel is Henry Cavill looks exactly like how I imagine Superman would look. Like exactly how. Second, I think Jor-El and Zod, the actors do pretty well. Aside from that, Man of Steel is a nothing movie where nothing happens and it makes me feel nothing. Batman v Superman is kind of the opposite of Man of Steel because it's complete dog shit. Whereas Man of Steel makes me feel nothing, Batman v Superman makes me feel depressed. It makes me feel depressed that the first live action theatrical movie starring Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman could be so utterly devoid of any sort of positive elements whatsoever. It's actually embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. If my name was in the credits of Batman v Superman, I would stop. I would stop working because I've actually contributed negatively to the human experience. I would actually pay. I would actually pay people to watch Batman v Superman because I cannot imagine paying to watch Batman v Superman. It's actually fucking embarrassing. It's a fucking embarrassing movie, and I just no. Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad has charm. It has charm to it. The first third of the movie, I think, like before they go to the city, like before Katana is introduced, and Rick Flag goes, "This is Katana. She's got my back." I think everything before that is actually pretty. It's actually pretty good. I actually like everything in the movie before that. But after that, it just becomes very generic, very boring. Lots of fucking stupid shit happens. Lots of gratuitous Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, fucking ass shots, and the plot is boring, and all the characters lose any uniqueness whatsoever, and I hate it. But aside from, but like, the first third of the movie, because of that, I would watch it way before I watch Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. I'm gonna give it D tier. I'm gonna give Suicide Squad D tier. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a good movie. I think Wonder Woman's a good movie. I'm gonna put it in B tier. The thing about Wonder Woman is, I feel like my opinion on it is strange because I'm a Wonder Woman fan. You know what I mean? Like, on one hand, I feel like I'm more critical because I'm a Wonder Woman fan, because like I know the source material. I'm like, I wish it did this, I wish it did that, because the source material, did this and it did that, and I think it benefited from this. But at the same time, I'm like, woo, Wonder Woman, go! You know what I mean? And because of that, I don't know if my take is like as objective as it could be, but then again, these are superhero movies. They're not made as fine art. They're made for people who grew up with these characters to want to sword jacket the screen. And I did sword jacket this movie. I did. It's not the best. It's not the best. It could have been better, but I think it's very solid, especially the first two, especially like up until the third act. Like most people say, the third act is where the movie like low key falls apart, but like not. I don't think it falls apart too much. I mean, you can watch my review on that video. I mean, my video review on Wonder Woman if you want to. I mean, you could. I like YouTube, but you don't have to. But yeah, Wonder Woman I think it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Justice League. Justice League is bad, but it's not as bad as Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. I think I would rather watch Suicide Squad than Justice League, but I would rather watch Justice League than Man of Steel. Justice League is a poorly done mess. It is like it is sad to see. It is sad to see this movie because I'm like, there is something could have been done to salvage this, but this movie was the salvage operation. They brought Joss Whedon in to salvage it after Snyder left, I think. Or did they kick off Snyder? I forget. But whatever it was, it's sad to think that this was an end product after so much deliberation, because Justice League is so bad. It is so incompetently bad. But it's not incompetently bad like Batman v Superman, which makes me feel like it makes me feel sad. Justice League is just a general bad movie. It's just a bad movie. It's not like F tier. It's for shit that I think actually ruined people's life. I actually think watching Batman v Superman is grounds to sue DC Comics and Warner Brothers. But Justice League is just a bad movie. It's just a bad movie. Aquaman. I think Aquaman is not good. There's one good point to Aquaman. That's the world building. I think the design of Atlantis and the design of Atlantean technology, their armor, the city, it's all super fucking cool. It is all really, 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 really cool. I love the world building and the design of this movie. But the plot is so generic and says barely anything. I watched this movie and I was like, oh god. Can we go back to Atlantis? Can I just look at Atlantis? It's very pretty. Can I just look at Atlantis now? But no, the movie had to leave, and they just Batman. Aquaman is. I watched Aquaman before Suicide Squad. I rewatched Aquaman before Suicide Squad, but I don't wanna watch Aquaman again. Like, when I do tier lists, B tier and above is like movies I would watch again. I would watch a movie in B, A, or S tier again. I do not want to watch a movie that was in C tier or below. And I do not want to rewatch Aquaman. It was so boring. It was so boring, and I did not like it. But it had the redeeming quality of Atlantis being cool. Shazam. Shazam's a good movie. Shazam's a good movie. I actually think it's better than Wonder Woman. I actually think Shazam is better than Wonder Woman. I think it has... There's more charm to it. I think the charm of Captain Marvel as a character is, he's a kid who turns into an adult, and it's cute and cool at the same time, because he's a kid in a superhero's body, and he just fights evil, and he fights generic bad guys. That's the charm of it. Captain Marvel was one of the first huge superheroes, after Superman, brought the superhero archetype really into the limelight. Captain Marvel was solidified it, you know what I mean? And I really like it for that. I really like the character of Captain Marvel for that reason, and Shazam as a movie captures that very well. I really like Billy and Freddy. I really like the relationship. I love Savannah. I really like the Batson family. I feel like their dynamics are all really cute, and I think the character arc that Billy goes through and the fights are all just. I think it's so fun. I think it's a fun movie. And I like it. There's not much more to say. I think Shazam's I actually think Shazam's the poster child for just a good superhero movie. It's just a good movie, and it doesn't need to be anything more than that. But it's not anything less, and I like it for that reason. Birds of Prey. Okay, so I'm gonna add two tiers. I'm gonna add two tiers, and that's gonna be a row below and a row above B tier. And these rows are gonna be B minus and B plus. That's what these tiers are. And I'm putting Birds of Prey in B minus tier, because I cut in the video for a sec. I had to do something else, but I'm back anyway. So, like I was saying, Birds of Prey is B minus tier because I think it's a B tier, but compared to the other B tier movies, I don't want to put it on the same tier as them. I liked Birds of Prey. I watched it and I liked it, and I enjoyed a lot of elements of it, but I don't think it deserves to be on the same tier as Wonder Woman or Shazam. It doesn't. I liked it, but it doesn't deserve to be on the same tier as them. If I had to just say one real big criticism of Birds of Prey, it has to do with comic accuracy. Cassandra Cain in this movie is not Cassandra Cain. And my opinion on comic accuracy, I'm simultaneously a stickler for comic accuracy, but also not. I think that comic accuracy is very good. If you're gonna be adapting a comic, why not be comic accurate? But at the same time, I understand that changes have to be made from the comic to movie, to turn something from a comic book to a movie. They're just not the same medium. And at the same time, there's tons of good comic book movie characters that are bad adaptations. They're Vigilante and Peacemaker. That's not the same Vigilante from the comics, but I still love Vigilante from Peacemaker. But Cassandra Cain in this movie just is not Cassandra Cain. It's like you just know that like they came up with the character and then they're like, ah shit, we gotta make this connected to a comic book character because like that would they make it sell easier. So they just picked a name out of the hand and they were like, oh, Cassandra Cain. Oh, okay. Like I'm gonna be very honest. I feel like they should have just bit the bullet and just made it Jason Todd, like made it Jenny Todd. You know what I mean? Just making it a gender swap Jason Todd would have fit so much better than making Cassandra Cain. Like it wouldn't have been perfect or anything, but like it would have been far better than making Cassandra Cain. Because like if this was a gender swap Jason Todd, I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But like Cassandra Cain, that's not fucking Cassandra Cain. It fucking ruins the vibe of the movie. Like if it weren't for that fact, I think that the movie would just be a solid B tier, but it didn't do that. So Birds of Prey, you get a B minus tier, because you made a bad choice and you better think about your actions. Wonder Woman 1984. I'm gonna put Wonder Woman 1984 in C tier. Wonder Woman 1984 has lots of good elements. I like Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig, is that her name? As Barbara Ann Minerva. I wanted her Wonder Woman to kiss real bad. I think that them not having a romantic plot actually was to the movie's detriment. And I stand by that. I fucking stand by that, okay? It's not just me being a shipper. I think a romantic fucking text, full stop, between Diana and Cheetah would have actually made the movie more cohesive, and I stand by that. That might be the topic of my review for this movie, because I'm definitely planning on eventually making a Wonder Woman 1984, like, review. You know what I mean? Like, compared to the comics, and also, like, sort of, like, the same thing I did for my Wonder Woman review. But aside from that, the movie is just, like, the movie doesn't, like, say anything. Like, it tries to say something about, like, oh, you have to be grateful for what you have, and like you also can't like get something from illegitimate means. You know what I mean? Like it tries to say that, but like it doesn't do it well. And like I like Pedro Pascal, but like he could have been different, and like the plot could have been different, and like there's lots of shots in this movie that are really bad, and like it just feels like a movie that was like chopped up. Like lots of scenes feel like they were rearranged. Like they feel like they're out of order. And this feels like a movie that was like unfinished. Like it didn't get edited properly. It's a really big takeaway from this movie. I feel like there could have been such better editing, because I feel like there is a good movie hiding in Wonder Woman 1984, but that good movie is not Wonder Woman 1984. You know what I mean? Like, I would not watch Wonder Woman 1984 again, but I would not say I had a bad experience watching it, like I did with all the movies below it. You know what I mean? Also, the Steve subplot with him being in another dude's body, that was fucking weird. Like the Wishing Stone can fucking erect a wall out of nowhere and turn Barbara into a fucking Catwoman. It can't just revive Steve in a new body. It has to make him take over someone else's body and implement this element of rapiness. Can I say that? Can I say that on YouTube? Oh my god, I might get demonetized. Ooh, demonetized. I actually do need the money. Because I'm commissioning artists for stuff for future videos. So I actually do need the money. I'm sorry, YouTube. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, YouTube. The Suicide Squad, fucking easy S tier. The Suicide Squad is the best DCEU project, by far. It is not only the best DCEU project, I think it's one of the greatest superhero movies of, like, the past 10, 15 years. Like, I'm not even... Honestly, it's one of my... It's, like, in my top 5. I'm going to be very straight. It's in my top 5... That's something I've never said before. Be very straight. Fucking hell, but... The Suicide Squad is a top 5 superhero movie for me. Like... How can you watch this movie and not trust James Gunn to cook with Superman? Like, I could not see any trailer for Superman and just know that James Gunn is making it, and I'd be like, fucking sold, man. He made The Suicide Squad, Guardians 3, and Guardians 2. All three of those movies are in my top 5. Like, they're that fucking good. Like, they are that fucking good of superhero movies. Like, The Suicide Squad is just so... Some of the shots in this movie are so fucking amazing. When the title drops, like, happen, like, diegetically, oh my fucking god, like, it like, feels like a comic book. Like, this is a comic book movie that feels like it just jumped off the page to me. And it was just so fucking awesome. I love all the characters in this movie. The plot is simple, but concise. It It is just the peak action flick. It is the action flick. It is the comic book movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like this Spider Verse and the Lego Batman movie are all fucking. They're all there. They all. I feel like they're all like this Spider Verse, the Lego Batman movie, and Guardians 2 and 3. I feel like that's my top five. Like not in any particular order, but that's my top five. I just love the Suicide Squad. It's a fucking great movie. Peacemaker, similarly, fucking great show. Love Peacemaker. Oh my god, it's not as good as the Suicide Squad. I feel like the Suicide Squad was a bit more concise. Like the Suicide Squad. It should have been a movie, and Peacemaker should have been a show. But I feel like Peacemaker was just. I don't know. I feel like maybe it could have been a bit longer, or maybe it could have been a bit shorter. I don't even know what the point I'm making is here because I both love them, but I feel like Peacemaker just slightly not as good as the Suicide Squad. Like normally I don't do tier lists in like a orders within the tiers, but like I do think that this tier list, like the orders within the tiers. So like Peacemaker is slightly worse than the Suicide Squad, but I think they're both still amazing S tier stuff. Black Adam. This is gonna be a hot take. This is gonna be a fucking hot take. I liked Black Adam. I liked Black Adam. I liked Black Adam. I'm sorry. I know. It's the death of cinema. Black Adam was the death of cinema, and The Rock is evil. And I do think there's a vanity project for The Rock. I definitely think that if The Rock wasn't in the movie, it would have been Jesus fucking Christ. I think literally the universe itself tried to inflict me with a deadly poison for saying I liked Black Adam because I just went into a massive coughing fit. That was crazy. But anyway, I do like Black Adam. Specifically, I really like their Justice side in this movie. I love Pierce Brosnan. Oh my god, Pierce Brosnan's movie is fucking amazing. I love Pierce Brosnan. I love Hawkman. I like Atom Smasher and I like Cyclone. I think they're all really great. I think the action in this movie is also really good. I think if the plot was changed to like be a little more like they was clearly trying to say something about like American military, like how the military is like occupying, not like occupying, but like how America has dealt with has dealt with the Middle East. It tried to say something about that. I feel like if it tried a little bit more to like be more concise with that, like with like that point, I feel like it would have been better. I also feel like the whole Hawkman versus Black Adam, like their dichotomy of like heroes should never kill and heroes can kill. Like I feel like that could have also been expanded upon more. Like Black Adam is a movie like with themes that could have been expanded upon more. And I feel like if it expanded upon those themes more, it could have very well have been A tier. But like Black Adam, it has all those stuffed under the fact that it is, at the end of the day, a movie where Dwayne Johnson was like, I want to be a cool superhero, anti-hero, and I want to fight Superman eventually, and I'm fucking awesome. And it's like, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you did not have to be that, okay? You could have just let this be a Justice Society versus Black Adam movie. You did not have to, like, focus so much in the marketing on how cool you are, and focus so much in the movie about how cool you are. Like, it wasn't as bad as the marketing made it seem, but, like, it still is a Rock vanity project. You know what I mean? And because of that, I can't, in good consciousness, rate Black Adam higher than fucking Wonder Woman. I can't, because Wonder Woman is at least a solid movie that was made with, like, intent behind it further beyond, sucking The Rock's dick. But I do like Black Adam. I'm sorry, I like Black Adam. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Black Adam. Alright, Shazam! Fear the Gods. Fucking bad. Fucking bad movie. I'd watched Shazam! Fear the Gods before watching Man of Steel. But that's not a high bar because Man of Steel is fucking Man of Steel. But Shazam! Fear the Gods is still a bad movie. Fucking, I hated it. I hated that. Like it's like one of those sequels where the first 30 minutes is like, oh yeah, I remember why I liked the first movie so much. Oh, I love these characters. I can't wait to see them go on another adventure. But then you watch the rest of the movie and you're like, oh, yeah, this movie's not good. I wasted my time. I wasted my time watching this movie, and I wish I could get that time back because Shazam! Fear the Gods has no coherent theme. It's fucking boring, and it makes me feel stupid. It makes me feel like a stupid little idiot. The Flash. The Flash is bad? No, I don't know. I don't think The Flash is bad, but it's not good. I would watch it before I rewatch, honestly, any of the other movies in DC. Like, I think it's better than Aquaman, Suicide Squad, and Justice League. But Flash is also just not a good movie. I'm not normally one to harp on CGI, but Flash looks like a PS3 game. Like, so many times I fucking paused the movie and I was like, this is a fucking video game cutscene. Like this is a video game that released, and then I typed in Flash video game full cutscene movie 2023 into the search bar. No, fucking 2013 into the search bar. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, like, it's an ugly fucking movie. It is so fucking ugly, and I don't like it. I don't like how ugly it is. Makes my eyes wanna vomit. And the thing is, like, it's sad because there are a very few scenes or very few ideas of scenes in this movie that I think is actually like good, but like it's buried under most of the scenes in this movie being fucking butt ugly. Like, this is the ugliest movie in the DCEU by far. But like, I think that the plot, like, tries to do something, because, like, Flashpoint is overdone, but, like, Flashpoint had an idea behind it, you know what I mean? So, like, even if it's distilled, you know, in fucking several different adaptations, the idea of Flashpoint is still solid. So because of that, Flash is still, like, not as terrible as it could be. I never watched The Flash again. I get it's a fucking ugly ass movie, but the plot is not as bad as it could have been, because like it's pulling from a source material that is good. So because of that, I think Flash is top of D tier. If it wasn't butt ugly, I think it could have been C tier, but because it is butt ugly, yeah, it's D tier. Blue Beetle's A tier easily. Blue Beetle's A tier, and why did I make a B plus tier? Why did I make a B plus tier if I'm not gonna put any movie in it? I feel stupid. Let me delete B plus tier because I don't need it. But anyway, what I was saying, oh yeah, Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle's a great movie. Blue Beetle's a great movie. I'm very glad that James Gunn is keeping Jolo Mariduena. I feel like that's his name. Oh my god, am I butchering his name? I'm so bad with remembering names, pronouncing names. I feel fucking stupid. But I really like this movie, and I really like, again, the themes. I talk a lot about themes in this tier list, I realize, but like, themes to me carry a movie. Like, themes, like a movie having a theme and carrying through with it, you know, with a like point A and a point B, like saying like character thinks this, but at the end they think this, and the reason is because the movie director and movie writers would comment on this. And Blue Beetle does that very well. This is a very good movie on like how like immigration is being dealt with in the U.S. You know what I mean? Like that scene where the court agents like come like invade the Rhea's home, and they just fucking raid it, and they come out, and Dad dies, and Rhea's fucking crying, and it's sad. It feels so fucking real and raw, and you can tell that the people who made this movie want to say something, and it's fucking amazing. I mean, it's a superhero movie, but like it says something. Like superhero movies can be art. Like they can say something. And Blue Beetle, more than any other movie on this list, says something, and it says beautifully. It's not like there could have been. I feel like there could have been a bit tweaks here and there, but like also I feel like there are just movies that like are just good, but you can't improve them to like be perfect. You know, perfection isn't like a thing that exists, you know. And Blue Beetle is just a good movie. It's a great movie. I love it, and I definitely watch it again. I like Blue Beetle a lot. I think it's a great movie. Aquaman 2. I feel like this is gonna be on the same tier as how I rated fucking Black Adam, because I think Aquaman 2 is actually good. I think Aquaman 2, again, don't crucify me for this, but I think Aquaman 2 is a very solid movie. Like, it is a sub 2 hour movie, sub 2 hour action movie about two brothers, one more carefree, and one more, you know, stick by the rules, and one good and one evil, but they come together to fight an asshole villain who's being controlled by an evil demon, and it's just fun. It is a fun movie, and it doesn't waste my time because it's short and it's sweet, and I'm fine with it. And like I said about themes, like there was a theme about brotherhood. You know what I mean? There's a theme about brotherhood. They also tried to say something about global warming, which I think was not as well executed as it could have been. But they also tried to say something about global warming. So you know what? I think Aquaman 2 is B minus here. It's not as good as Birds of Prey, but I think I'd rather rewatch Aquaman 2 than Wonder Woman 1984. I don't think it deserves, because like Wonder Woman 1984 feels like it was put on the chopping block. But like I would rewatch Aquaman 2. I don't feel like rewatching Wonder Woman 1984. So yeah, that's my take on the DCEU. Again, a few hot takes. I liked Black Adam and Aquaman 2. I think wait, a few hot takes on this list, yeah. But sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But like, this is my DCU tier list. I think I have a few controversial takes because I rated Black Adam and Aquaman 2 higher than I think most people would. But aside from that, this is my opinion, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys are excited for Superman because I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for the Kickstarter of the DCU because I really like Creature Commandos. But like, that was an appetizer. That was a prologue. Now we're getting into the meat of the bones, and I'm going to be seeing Superman hopefully next week, Wednesday, and it's going to be awesome. So see you guys. It's been me, Z, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.